Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Steve Sarkisian before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Longhorns headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Gets off to a good start. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Moore. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
You always want to come out and set the tone of the defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And here's the return. Drills him with the stiff arm. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Moore, play action. Taking a shot on the first play. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Davison.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Dante Moore. A little release to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Stepping to the right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Hauls it in. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Davison. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Zings it complete to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. More to throw for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big 4th downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to...
Maybe a crease. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give on the counter. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. A quick pass to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. This is a designed run.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can...
Snags it inside the 20. Lowers that shoulder.
Oh!
The blow.
Damn.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Using his feet. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. On the move. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davison. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Throwing more. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Hooks. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moore will throw. Bringing the heat. Time to take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown, Ducks! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game.
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism. And you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him, if you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Coleman's got it on the right side. Oh, he just held it.
Oh, he was down.
It's a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there. Huge return as they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Oh, yeah, he was down, bro. Don't play me like that,
wanted
you.
to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Brown. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
He up and held on to bring him down.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
That's caught. It's Davison. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Here's Moore to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Going for 6. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they get the extra point with a little bit of adventure off the left upright, but it's good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's Manning to throw. Makes the grab. It's Townsend. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well.
Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Moore to the air. Caught, and he's got room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're
Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 20. Touchdown, Texas. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Well, the defense had been doing a pretty good job bottling this guy up. They knew that was a big key in this game, but this guy's got the ability where it just takes one, David, and that was the play right there. Nice vision, able to get into the open field, and his speed did the rest.
And that's why you keep handing him the football. Like, he's going to get stopped, sure, but any given moment, he can make the big play for this offense. They'll keep feeding him because he is that dude.
He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Running inside. It's Hill. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Buys a little extra time. Still running at the 40. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They get him on the ground, and boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're...
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Got room on the return. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football.
Got a little grass. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, this guy's a playmaker, and he does not need a lot of space. Really nice job that time letting the pass rush get upfield, so when he got the football, there was just green grass out ahead of him, and he made the defense pay.
And when I got a guy like that, man, I just got to find ways to get him past the D-line, right? And then
makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Longhorn! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Moore. Going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So now it's 2nd and long. Moore will throw. The sure hands. It's Johnson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
The Ducks are flying down the field.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy
double
set his
buzzing
feet,
here.
he can
Yeah, I'm
run
definitely switching back to
now facing a 3rd and
3-2-6.
long from the 50-yard line.
I'm definitely switching back to 3-2-6. They don't even have double mug in here.
That defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Ball sitting right at the 50-yard line, and they'll go for it on 4th and long. 4th down, Moore. Looking left.
Good hit, boy.
It's dropped.
Got a ball at 4.
Tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
And that's a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need
I ain't gonna lie, that headback draw kind of nice. I might start running more often.
Not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've
I like
got
that
to be
headback
able to run
draw.
the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Pocket breaking down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out. If they're going to cut into this deficit, let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Might have a chance. And he scores! Touchdown, Longhorn!
And that is
Acknowledge me.
a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Davison.
Whoa.
He's brought
All right,
down
let's
at
tackle
the
him.
30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it
I'm
up.
trying to remember. Did I give up a kick return yet? I don't think I did.
They'll go play action with Moore. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Here he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The Ducks with the answer. Dante Moore.
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller. You're right. Those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Still on justice missing.
Damn, I don't know who this dude is. That nigga nice as hell.
A good running game is a coaches and quarterbacks
Nigga breaking every time.
when you're trying to put the lid on the game. And the Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the ground, he's got it again. At the 35, he's loose. Good, solid pickup
so
there. Now they can
long,
start to
fella.
smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Arch Madness. The sure hands, it's Townsend. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get
Basically,
across the
if
line and pick up the first
the
down.
Stadium Pulse team is not ranked, then it's not gonna be that
Most
bad.
offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late
See how they rank number 6? If they don't have a ranking, then the stadium post won't be that bad. I didn't play like this 2 Miami users, and you know they don't even have stadium. This stadium post not that bad. It comes on occasion, but it's not bad like this. I mean, I'm not really complaining about it, but it's just, you know.
Very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. Everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it out. It's Davison. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to...
And he's still running after the move. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Moore with the play fake. He's going to take a shot.
No, sir.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Takes it the other way. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. And now this offense will take the field again. From the red zone, it's Smothers. Touchdown, Texas. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
I'm not going for 2. Like,
Have yourself a
stop.
day, young fella. You know why they
The fuck I need to go for 2 for? I'm up like what?
That's his
20?
4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And
Y'all gotta watch it here, dog, because they gonna make it do some snake shit.
Point splits the uprights.
He is some hating ass niggas, boy. I tell you.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any
He is
place in that
hating
kickoff
ass niggas.
coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Gets the back moving. Throwing more. Under fire.
Good
And
defense.
he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ear.
Trying to beat the
He
DD.
threw that.
He almost had another one.
I see drop big still a thing.
Just a hair away from number 4 there. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. More to throw for it on 4th down. Across the 25, he's got room.
I wasn't paying attention. I didn't realize it was 4th down.
They roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Trying to
I was
get
not paying
everybody
attention at
set
all.
with the clock still running.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
With the catch, it's Davison. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. the gun, trying to convert third down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn.
How about a game-changing play for this?
The fact that he ain't quit yet is crazy.
The football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the point after is good. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's Moore to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
Going downfield for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't
We
reel
should
it in.
practice 2-point conversion when you're up like that.
If you're this quarterback, and I gotta
I
be
mean,
honest, guys, I'm surprised.
you ain't lying. I knew we did some 2-point conversion plays.
He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a
I
ton
just
of
don't know what.
interceptions. Most coaches
I might check it
pull
out,
that
dude.
guy by now. I know the guy I played for
There's no
back
way
in
you do
college.
that.
He would have pulled me about 2 interceptions a year.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game.
Yeah, I definitely need to
Instead,
practice
it's
2-point
4th down.
conversions.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. He wants a big play here
Dude,
late.
that is not open.
And the pass falls
That's what,
to the
5
ground.
drop
This
kicks?
ball game is over. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big move.
I might look into it though. Oh, speaking of playbooks, I'm gonna change. I'm going back to that 3-2-6. I'm not fucking with it.
Memorial Stadium. It's the Virginia Cavaliers and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, Coach Elliott told me before the game he understands what a
Yeah, Chad, let me know if the stream start lagging or anything. Finally fixed my stream earlier.
Every time you step foot
So everything should be good to go.
in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll start on the ground with Brown. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Complete left side, Coleman. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up.
That got to be cover 4, cover 6.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play. So it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there. Because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages, trying to limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Quarterback making adjustments. Manning. Makes the grab on the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. A give to Brown. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
How the fuck did he get that tackle?
Play, but a little bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in third and medium, they're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but man, does he have a good feel, and he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble, nice job getting the first down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on fourth down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Going with the ground game left. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it down the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Cavaliers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lewis. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
The Cavaliers have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Picked off. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. Inside the... Touchdown, Texas! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
Well, this is absolutely domination early by this team. We've seen the early touchdown. And, David, how about the defense now coming up with the massive pick six? And all of a sudden, their opponent is completely reeling, and we just barely started this game.
Man, just started the game, and all the momentum swings to one side, and now you got to find a way on this possession. You got to get the football back, and you got to do something with it. You got to get some of this momentum little by little, but so far, this is a dreaded start.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. With the catch, it's Courtney. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. And the Cavaliers are in the hurry-up.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch, that's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Got it behind the line. It's Lewis. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looking to throw for it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Now the play fake. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the 1st half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback who has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the 2nd level. Beautiful execution.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll run it. It's Brown. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
To throw, Manning. Makes a grab. He's stopped just short of the goal. Texas Longhorns and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, Brandon Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. He said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Brown to begin the drive. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Throwing Manning. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He makes a grab. And the Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Quarterback may change this route. Calls his own number. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Say it. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Jackson. Finding some room. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Wants to throw. It's Sayed. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
second down, he'll throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. Grabs it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. And the Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Arch is going to throw for it. He uncorks a bullet to the right. He makes a catch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Got a man. It's Coleman. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Yeah, and that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that right receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Longhorns have it with a first and 10. Here's Arch to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Taking it the
quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside, it's Jackson. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to run for it. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They're working that left side. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Got his man on the right. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here's Manning to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Third down from the gun, Manning. Oh, they're after him. What a weapon to be able to extend a play like that, and they stop him just a few inches short of the first down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He'll try it again. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaway.
It's complete on the right side.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Makes the grab. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, it can be a good change-up. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Throwing, say it. Here comes the heat. Firing to the right, complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Unloads quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Say it. It's a 21-10 game. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the draw, it's Smothers. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
We've got all these fancy pass plays and all these fancy formations and shifts and motions and all this stuff you make me think about as a defensive guy. And then you slip that in. Really nice job.
Makes a grab and room to run. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Man, and they did the hard work. Nice job being physical, getting that 4th down and short, and now you got 4 chances from the 1-yard line. This offense is in great position. Shoot, I'm probably going to come back to the same exact play.
They go play action with Manning. Starts to scramble to the left. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Sayin to throw.
Oh.
It's complete to the left. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first.
Here's a little room there. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, I think on that play,
I can't be giving that up. Right? I can't be giving that up. Come on, Drew. You better than that, man.
And he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground.
Should not be giving that up, man.
Picking up the first down.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Jackson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Buckeyes enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. Back to the ground with the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The Buckeyes with an answer.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Arch Madness. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Thanks to grab. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. He might want another play. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll close in on him after a good...
Phew.
Houston, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. Anytime the Big Ten takes on the SEC, it is more than just about this game. It is about bragging rights and who is the most dominant conference. We'll find out today, guys. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. A run inside. It's Marshall. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing, Underwood. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it down the field. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. This quarterback part of their running game. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Underwood. Going for it all. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. On the move. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And then that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Manning unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Bird Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, and making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Unloads it downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Oh, what a great play call. sneaking the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, little sneak attack. Great play call.
The Longhorns are rolling down the field. To throw, Manning. Trying to set up the screen. Hard running there. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Manning. Fires to the right. He's got it. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance, so you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so you.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in their running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he makes the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. His drive will open from the 15. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires one high and deep. He's got
He
it
does
right
catching
up
every
the field.
fucking thing.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll try to snap it quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown!
Triple coverage, by the way. Triple coverage.
On that drive.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball.
Let me throw some shit up like that. Like,
He does just that.
I mean, again, I'm in the
Receiver
fucking
comes down
sense.
with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
let me throw some bullshit up like that.
Right down the middle.
Get picked off
Quick
instant.
strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He'll be tackled right at the 32, and a pretty good job on the return to set up his offense. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll start on the ground with Brown.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Throwing Manning. Fires to the wideout. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter.
I don't know.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling past, the quarterback selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Arch is going to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. And they're able to get him down.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Manning from the gun on third down. Zings it complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Brown. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Down in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looks as if he's going to run it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Stepping to the right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Here's Underwood. He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Delay to the back, it's Brown. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Running inside, it's Smothers. Open space at the 25. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Could be an alley. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10. second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for room. It's Smothers. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Second and goal coming up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The option look. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, they go back to the option play. Now this is the second time, Paul, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option, it's responsibility football. I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You could tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out or it's going to be a long game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing, Underwood. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes a deep grab. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. To throw. It's Underwood. Looking for the score.
Like, what the fuck I gotta do to get a incompletion?
For 6 more points.
Like, what do I have to do?
Extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wants to change this route. Here's Arts to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made. There he goes.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk.
There's a crease. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Here's Manning to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Grabs it inside the tag. Touchdown, Texas. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He'll bring it out of the end zone. If he was gambling,
I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna have to go main.
He's out of bounds at his own 6. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touch. Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of said, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Arch Madness. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great sailor. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Underwood. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
The run inside. It's Marshall. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
The offense changing the play. Manning rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete on the comeback. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Trying to run, it's Smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To throw, Manning. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it.
And he takes it in.
This shit way better than this song, though.
Touchdown, Longhorn.
And what a
That's definitely my go-to run play.
Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a... He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hand.
Yeah, please quit. Thank you. Golly. All right, Chad, I'm hopping off.